A portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Factor. I'm literally watching leaves fall outside. Oh my gosh. Come look. Do you see by the willow tree? Do you see the leaves falling from the bitter cherry? Is that it? Well, look, most of us might not be ready for fall to happen and we're still soaking up the beautiful summer, but I cannot deny what I see when I look outside right now. It is a very blustery day. The leaves are starting to change and fall, and I am really feeling in the mood to get some back to school, pre-autumn stuff checked off my to-do list. I'm working on this room, which is our family office, homeschool room / junk heap, and I have some decluttering to do, some tidying up, some prepping and planning, and maybe even a bit of a back to school haul to share with you a little later on in this video. So I'm glad you're here to join me. Why don't we roll up our sleeves and start decluttering? I am a firm believer that one of the best ways to enjoy the current season that we are in is to look just a little bit ahead and to do some prep and planning for the season just around the corner. The transition from summer to fall can be a controversial one in the world of social media, but I just want to give you permission to take it at your own pace. My own pace is to do a little bit of work so that when we enter the new season, it is not overwhelming. I'm not nagged by the to-do list, and I know that my late summer self feels so much more at peace and present in the moment, knowing that I'm not going to be stressed out once September arrives. We are not about having that perfect to-do list or getting it all done or keeping up with the Joneses around here. I like to balance productivity with peacefulness, so I hope you find some gentle motivation as well as encouragement here on my channel. And no matter what your feelings are about the transition from summer to fall, or maybe you're in the Southern Hemisphere and you're going from winter to spring, I hope you find this to be a peaceful, cozy corner of the internet here on my channel, and I'm so glad to have you here with me today. I have something stuck behind this bottom drawer down there, so I have to fix that at some point. But I want to move on to what I called the junk heap. Some things here I've already decluttered out the last time I worked on this space, and it's like homeschool resources and stuff that I've offered to my sisters because they homeschool their kids. They passed on some things so I can now like donate this stuff and get it fully out of my house. There's some new things, resources and curriculum, and even some like school clothing that I've purchased for this year. I need to go through this pile and kind of organize it out, probably here on the dining room table. I think that'll be the easiest way to kind of get through this. I would really like to clear up this spot and not have stuff over here. So before I tackle this pile, thanks so much to Factor for sponsoring the next couple of minutes of this video. I have learned a lesson over the past few years. The simplifying, the prepping, and the planning, it only gets me so far. If I'm hungry, I'm useless. And I, to be quite honest with you all, have so many people that depend on me. I don't have time to be useless. I have to make sure that I am fueling my body with high quality protein, actual square meals, or I guess if you're looking at a Factor meal, it's a rectangle. I most of the time put them on my own plate because I'm fancy that way. But oh my goodness, Factor has been such a game changer. They are America's #1 ready to heat meal kit. This time around when we got home from our trip, I was especially excited to be able to stock my fridge with meals that I didn't have to grocery shop, prep, plan, or even cook for that matter, because these fresh, never frozen meals can be made in as little as 2 minutes. When I was setting this week's order, I just kept scrolling. It's like they went on forever. And then I realized Factor has doubled their menu with over 80 meal options per week. This is great news for any diet or lifestyle because they have more options in every single category. So whether you eat keto, vegan, vegetarian, you like to stay calorie smart, or you're like Weston and me and you pick the protein packed options, there is something for everyone. and then some. One of my favorite things about Factor is they actually really reflect the seasons within their different dishes. In this box, I had a pork, like a grilled pork chop, with an apple crumble in the dish, chicken pasta with butternut squash and sage. And it just reminded me of, I don't know, Thanksgiving. Is it too early to say that? I don't even care. I love those warm, hearty flavors, but there is, like I said before, something there for everyone. And if you'd like to check out Factor for yourself, then follow the link in my description box, factor75.com. You can also scan this QR code here on the screen and then enter my new code, which is Natalie B FB50 for 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for a whole year. Again, that's factor75.com, or scan the QR code, and then at checkout, enter my new code, which is Natalie B FB50 for 50% off your first Factor box. Plus, they'll send you free breakfast for a whole year. Thanks so much to Factor for sponsoring that portion of this video, making free content possible on my channel, helping me help support my family and my nutrition goals.
Summer rain on a window, watch the time float on. Cool air blows a memento as I fall behind. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Maybe I'll be better when we're old enough. Hey, I'm sorry for dreaming about the future. You and I'll be better when we're old enough.
I have been using this clear Sterilite file box system for several years now, and I just think it works so well. I have one box so far, it's all fit into one, of the records and school examples to stay in compliance for our specific state. I have it all in here with the year printed out on a piece of paper, the name of the kid, the age and grade of the kid. This box for last school year, I believe, is complete. I'm not quite going to put this up into storage yet, because as we go along and bring out some of our curriculum again to start the new school year, I have a feeling I will come across some things from last school year that I'll want to tuck into here. So I'm going to keep it close at hand until the end of September. As I've been going along here, I am seeing the gaps that we have in our just general school supplies. The boys need new backpacks. We attend a homeschool co-op once a week for the school year. We have other extracurricular activities and stuff that we go to. So while they're not using backpacks for their everyday homeschool school, they're absolutely using it for other things. And so I think I'm just gonna get the boys, Haley has one that works really well for her still, but the boys need to upgrade into big boy backpacks. So that is going on the list. I'm gonna head over here to my computer desk because I am working on some of these lists. So I'm just gonna do some online shopping to see what things I can bring in. I don't wanna go all out. I don't want to overbuy supplies and things. I think back to school time, and just the change of seasons in general. We see this, I think, when spring rolls around. We see this during the holiday season. But back to school time can give us a lot of FOMO about this latest learning gadget or this latest trendy backpack or whatever. And it is nice sometimes to have nice things. This year when I'm buying pencils, it has been requested that I buy pastel colors. I aim to please. I have no problem with that, but we don't need every last bit and bob and trendy thing for our kids to have a good education, whether they go to public, private, charter, homeschool, co-op, whatever it is. This is not going to be your extravagant thousands of dollars haul of things, because we simply do not need that much. I do need lunch boxes for my kids, like little Lunchables style bento boxes, and then I'll pack them all into a larger sort of cool bag. I do need those little cooler bricks that you throw into the freezer and then pop into the bag. I'm not going to double up on making the list and telling you guys every single little thing and then showing you every single little thing, so I'm just going to work here for a little bit and make some progress with this. I also need to buy another file box so that we can start record keeping for this coming school year. There's lots of things to think about, so overcomplicating things by adding too many things and spending too much money on just junk that's going to end up getting decluttered anyway, it's just not worth my time or my money. And before I really kind of tuck in here and work on this, I just want to encourage you that if you, especially I would say newer homeschool parents, if you are looking online at homeschool accounts, as encouraging and as great as it can be to get some inspiration, a lot of the time I have found this idealistic that if you don't have this aesthetic cottage core sort of setup for your kids, that you aren't set up to teach them. And again, nice things aren't necessarily bad, but I want to take the pressure off of you. This file box system that I use is so not elegant. I handwrite these little file folder labels. Sometimes it's in Sharpie, sometimes it's in pencil or whatever writing utensil I end up grabbing to make a new file. They are mismatched. They're not beautiful pastel colors. In this day and age, we can customize everything. Our phone cases, our file folders. And you know what? If you get the opportunity to customize something and it brings you joy, you go right ahead. But I just want to give you permission that not everything has to be aesthetically perfect. You do not need a Pinterest-worthy school setup, whether you're homeschooling your kids or sending them off to school. You don't need it. You do not need all the stuff. I do feel like for a lot of things in our life, not just school supplies, so if you're someone who doesn't have kids or your kids are beyond that, but you're looking at a new season and maybe you have fitness goals or homemaking goals and you feel like you need the latest, greatest products or cleaning tools or organizational bins or whatever it is, can I just take that pressure off of you? You do not have to wait to have the perfect setup, to be set up to start something. The hardest thing to get is going, and I know I have fallen into the trap of waiting until things are perfect in order to start. And sometimes just starting in your imperfect, unaesthetic, non-Pinterest worthy way is the best place you can be. For your kid's school, maybe it's your school, maybe you're a student watching this, or any other sort of situation that you are starting up. So I'm going to add to this list, do a little bit of online shopping for the things that we do need, and then we are going to work on some other decluttering and tidying up and making this room really ready for the new school year. So I'll see you in a bit.
So many times I tried, but I just don't remember. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Baby, I'll be better when we're old enough. Hey, I'm sorry for dreaming about the future. Hey, I'm sorry, do you think we're old enough?
Another blustery, drizzly day here in the Pacific Northwest. I love that the days I chose to work on back to school stuff, we get this amazing, refreshing, cozy weather. I know my garden, the yard we planted, the orchard we planted this year, they're all very happy right now. In fact, let me read you what the forecast said today. It cracked me up. I use the AccuWeather app. It says today it's a high of 64 degrees, windy with periods of rain. The rain will be beneficial for dry vegetation. I feel like whoever wrote this on the app was like, hey, those of you who still want to hold on to summer, don't worry. Rain is a good thing. Remember that old song? It certainly will be for like wildfire stuff that we deal with in our area.
Hi.
Oh gosh. Back on! I better do this back to school haul pretty quick because it's starting to get darker outside with this storm and we might lose power. So do you want to see what I picked up this year for some back to school supplies? Like I said, it's a meager haul because we really don't need that much. So remember those pastel colored Ticonderoga pencils? I thought I was buying like a 20 pack. I'm pretty sure I did. I think they may have sent me the wrong quantity because wow, this is just so extra, but so pretty. We do go through our fair share of pencils, but this is bound to last us, I don't know, at least for this school year. And they're pre-sharpened. That's amazing. Last year, for one of the kids' homeschool co-op classes, they had this classic mini little watercolor kit, and now my kids use it all the time and kind of fight over it. So I got 2 more so that each kid has one. I also needed some more just basic watercolor brushes. I needed some red pens for the correction work that I do as teacher. We each needed a new notebook. I just got a 6-pack, so we'll have a couple more on hand. Those are those little cooler blocks for the lunch that we pack for co-ops or other field trips and activities. There's those little bento boxes. There's one more. I bought a 4-pack, but Haley was so inspired by seeing it that she made herself a homemade Lunchable for lunch today. So we gotta wash that up. The boys got their new backpacks in. Judah's favorite color is purple. And so I got him this one because it's kind of purpley. Liam's favorite color is red or maroon. So I got him this one. They're pretty basic, and I expect that with how good quality JanSports are, that they will last them quite a while or until they want to save up their own money to buy something different. But at this point, this is what they have. I'm expecting for a while. I got just a couple of things in the way of fall clothing. I will, of course, as they grow, need to add, a pair of pants or a pack of underwear or what have you as we go throughout the season. It actually has kids clothing, which is really cool. These are their washable cashmere sweaters. This brown one actually looks a lot like this one that I'm wearing right now from Quince that I got from the women's category, but this is from the boys category, and these being washable make it nice to have for kids. So I got a black one, a brown one. We like the sort of old man sweater style. The boys have always had like a cardigan for the year, and so this is the upgrade for this year. I got a couple of fine knit washable cashmere kids cardigans for Haley. One navy blue, one in this sort of ivory color, and that is just a few good staple pieces, high quality pieces for them. As far as a couple of things that I got for myself as a teacher, I showed you those pens. I got the next year's homeschool planner. This is from Treehouse Schoolhouse, which is one of my favorite curriculum and homeschool resource brands. She is amazing, and I had this planner last year. I honestly enjoyed homeschooling more last year than I ever have, and I really do think that having the right planner was a really big factor in that situation. So I highly recommend this one. There is a PDF, like print yourself version, where you can go in and actually customize the way it's laid out. I paid a little extra and also sacrificed a bit of that customization to just have it printed and sent to me, because I just love the quality of the binding and the cover and the weight of the paper and everything that they use when they print it for me. So very excited about that. I ordered the Gospel of John, the Not So Quiet Time morning plan from Felicia Masonheimer. I love this gal. So I've got that there. I'm waiting on a shipment of some other curriculum stuff. I don't really share specifics about curriculum choices because they're always kind of in flex. And ever since each of my kids was about that second grade level, I have felt convicted to keep most of those details private. I get questions all the time and requests, which is so sweet, if I can share more about like the daily homeschooling and specific curriculum choices and stuff like that. And it's just not a good fit for what we have set as the privacy parameters for our family, and also my mental health. I actually feel like I enjoy homeschooling more when it's between me and my family, and then also close friends of ours. And I really appreciate you all understanding that. This is not a homeschooling channel, it never has been, but when homeschooling and the work that I do for that intersects simple living and decluttering and that sort of subject, you get a video like this one where I can share some things, but in an effort to be really respectful of my family, my kids, as well as my own mental health. There will be things that I don't necessarily share. What I can share now though is I need to declutter this basket that I have. I have junk in it from last year, and there's been random things thrown into it as the kids do, like crafts and drawing and stuff here at the table. I want to turn it into our daily, some people would call it a morning basket, but it's basically where I will keep our supplies, our cup of pencils, the kids' current curriculum or packet that they're working in, any organizer, folder, notebook, my homeschool planner, and it's all just kind of in one spot. Also right now I do need to kind of set up the next record keeping bin. I picked up a new one today when I went on my grocery run. I printed out the next page. I also this morning sent in this year's declaration of intent, and this is actually the first year that Haley is on it. In the state of Washington, one of the things that we do to stay within compliance is send a declaration of intent to homeschool form that's signed and dated with kids' names and all of their information on it, to say we are not having our kids attend a public school. They are being educated at home, and the age for that is 8 years old by the beginning of the school year and up. So that's Haley now this year. So all three kids have their declaration of intent. I've got that printed out here as well. That's gonna go into the first file that I set up for this box. You wanna see your new backpack? What do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just walking through in a sleeping bag. You wanna wear it? She wants to wear a Quinn sweater. How about you wear the dark blue one?
Oh, that's mine too?
Yes. Oh, that looks so cozy. Is that the softest thing you've ever put on your body? Okay, your shirt is backwards and inside out. There you go. Woo! Oh, it looks so nice on you. It fits you well, but I think you still have room to grow in it, so that's good. Mom and Judah are matching. You look very cozy, my son. So I've got some mismatch hanging file folders to hang up into this box and kind of get the ball rolling on that, so that when we are sitting down to resume school for the year, that's all figured out and I don't have to worry about it at all. That's a big check off the to-do list.
It's all for you. It's all for you.
Are you eager to start school? Would you like to start it? Not like right in this moment, but would you like to start before September? Yeah?
Nights with without sleeping, 'cause you fear the night. And days
Dad's tattoo. Yep. What in the world is this picture? Is this Judah? Do we want to put some new pencils? Did you see the new ones we got?
The pink.
Okay.
Violet is in.
Uh-huh.
We have four of this orangey pink. And then we've got my personal favorite, aqua.
Beautiful.
And the last color, it's my other personal favorite.
Ooh, that's Grandma Wendy's favorite, isn't it?
It's my second favorite.
And we can
What are
even...
you doing? You murdered it.
Did that stress you out? We can put this now into the pencils and crayons drawer and it's still all organized.
Oh my gosh, show them a video.
What?
It was moving, that tree.
The storm?
Yeah.
I will keep you warm. I will hold you closer so you don't feel the cold. And it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
I remember being a kid and seeing the box of curriculum show up in July or August for the new school year and just getting this itch to get started. I have a couple of kids who are like that as well. You heard my conversation with Haley. Maybe she and I will have some one-on-one homeschool time before our school year starts in earnest. I still definitely have quite a bit of work left to do, some lesson planning to do, stuff that I have to do for our homeschool co-op and other activities and stuff that we're involved in. But I feel like after this project of getting things straightened up and processed through and checking off that sort of shopping list of a few things that I needed, I'm in really good shape to start up school when it comes around in September. I've got this box here. Granted, some of the things in this box is from when I did decluttering before. That's kind of at the bottom, and it's curriculum and resources and stuff that my kids have outgrown, we're not going to use again, and that I will be offering to moms at our homeschool co-op. And then I do have a little pile of like cardboard recyclable garbage up at the top that I have to separate out. But not a bad bundle of stuff that I'm taking out of this room, not to mention the odds and ends that I just kind of threw in our kitchen trash that didn't get counted in the pile. I'm getting that excited anticipation sort of feeling that I loved having as a homeschool kid myself. And honestly, the credit for that goes to my mom, who was such an excellent homeschool teacher. She just made learning so enjoyable, so fun. For me and my younger siblings, and then the kids, our friends that she taught at our homeschool co-op growing up. And she still teaches at our co-op that I now get to help run and teach and help in classes, and my kids get to go to it. It's so special. It's the same co-op that Weston and I went to as kids. We spent a lot of our childhood friendship time together at this homeschool co-op. So it's very special to us. The start of the school year for me definitely feels even more significant than New Year in January. This is just such a fresh start to set out on the right foot. And even though I didn't check everything off the to-do list here in August, I am well on my way. My students are well on their way to having a successful school year. And I'm so glad that I had you all here to hang out with me while I got some decluttering and tidying up and prepping and planning to do for the new school year. I hope you enjoyed this back to fall video this year. This is the first one to kick it off, and I have more motivating and encouraging videos for you coming out here throughout August as well as into September in my back to fall 2025 series. So I hope to see you back here for more. Thank you so much for spending a little part of your day here with me on my channel, and I'll catch you later.